Go! Go, mighty podcasters!
Right. Hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Mighty Orbots podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
I'm David! Go! Go, mighty Orbots! Oh, the theme song's so good.
Yes, as per tradition, we are taking a break from our usual Transformers content between seasons, and covering a show that is usually vaguely Transformer adjacent.
Yes.
And in this case, it is the little seen 1984 obscurity, The Mighty Orbots.
Yeah, the title song, the theme song was like, I was actually surprised that it wasn't Shuki Levy.
Yeah, it's catchy.
Oh, it's not.
It is.
It's so damn it's like, there are some other, like Mask is probably catchier.
Mask catchy,
or,
and that is one of his.
Jason the Wheeled Warriors.
That is also one of his.
Thundercats is pretty decent.
But this one's really good.
You know which one you should never look up because it will never get out of your head? Is the Alf cartoon.
Oh, that one I'm not familiar with.
Oh, no. You've done that to me before. No, I'm not looking that up again.
Is it like a thing where they give lyrics to like the Alf live action show theme music?
No,
okay.
It's like...
No, it's completely different.
It has no reason, it has no justification to be that good.
Yes.
Hey. But yes, so this...
So somebody wrote the Orbots song.
Now it's stuck in my head.
Alright, so this aired in 1984. There were only 13 episodes. It only aired once. And, this... I initially believed this was like a dubbed anime, but it is not. That's correct?
It is not. Okay, the story behind this is, somebody had the idea of making like a competition to Transformers. Because they were gonna make toys of this, Mattel was. They're actually prototypes that were featured in the 1984, Toy Fair catalog. Toys never actually happened.
Oh.
Yeah. The toys don't exist. But the toys are, I don't know if they're actual remolds, but they're based upon, God Mars from Japan. Oh, what is the full title of God Mars? Because it's kind of a weird mouthful.
It's one of those. Like Super God Master Force.
Yeah, it's kind of, Roku Shingatai Godumazu, which sort of translates to 6 God combination God Mars.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, which, it's a combiner robot thing. It's very much like in the Voltron vein.
Wait.
I actually watched the first episode online because it's on Crunchyroll, and God Mars himself isn't in the first episode, which is unfortunate.
I've kind of wanted to set up like a quiz website that's Japanese Super Robot or 2000s indie rock band. Which is mostly inspired by Mars Volta, which is a 2000s indie rock band. It sounds like a super robot.
Mars Volta?
Psychedelic furs, combine!
Yeah.
Yes. That's a little earlier.
Anyway, God Mars aired in 1981 to 1982. 60-some episodes from, what was it? Tokyo Movie Shinsha?
TMS, who are... I mean, I'd say that they're as well known as any, like, animation studio that sort of made stuff for other people. They did a bunch of the better episodes of Batman the Animated Series, I think specifically Heart of Ice, and that Clayface one with the crazy animation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it was a series, they were going to adapt it, but they weren't doing, like, just dubbing it like pretty much every other anime. They made an American version of it and changed the character designs, and one of them ended up as a fat robot, which is strange.
That was something that I really noticed about this. The first thing it put me in mind of was Kyle Baker's run on Metal Men.
Yes.
It's that very cartoony, it's a cartoony style that is not associated with anime at all. Like, the human design is very American 80s action cartoon and not very Japanese 80s action cartoon. And so there's this contrast, really. You've got this, the hyper-detailed spaceship art, and it's contrasted with these very, very Western cartoony character designs that you're not accustomed to seeing in that sort of animation. So yeah, it's weird. I wondered if maybe it was French. And then...
Yeah, some of the, robot faces are sort of Frenchish, and the background aliens.
And that's just sort of the sort of thing you see sometimes with, Botsmaster. You know what? We should watch Botsmaster between seasons one of these days.
No.
May God have mercy on our souls.
I'm pretty sure I have it on VHS around here somewhere. But yeah, so... But, I looked it up and it was like, oh, so when they did it in Japan, was it actually, a different show?
Yeah, Mighty Orbots is 64 episodes long. It's very much like I said, like Voltron-y, like the character designs feel kind of older. The big eyes and things, like guys with sideburns, that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah.
And it's not at all the same, I did watch the first episode. It starts 1982. Giant robot statues fall from the sky because there's a bunch of planets in the solar system line up, and there's a baby in the arms of one of the giant robots. 17 years later...
Wait, that's Gal Gaigar.
Yes it is. 17 years later, this kid is named after the place he was found. His adopted parents, who haven't told him he's adopted after 17 fucking years. And his dad looks like he's his grandpa. He finds out that he's actually the son of an alien warlord who's trying to stop humanity from expanding past Pluto. And his name is actually Mars, and his dad's name is Emperor Zool or some shit.
Oh wait, is that the Japanese version? Because I was gonna say none of that is in what I watched.
Yeah, no, they're two completely different there's no reused animation between God Mars and Mighty Orbots. The only thing shared is the design of the combined robot.
Oh.
Which, that in itself is slightly different, but not, the head's different, but other than that,
okay.
It's pretty much the same thing.
Also, I have one more point of concern that I would like to bring up. So, is the combined form's name a, singular plural?
Yes. The combined robot in this show is named Mighty Orbots.
Yeah,
I can't... My editor brain just broke when I noticed that. I was like, how do you properly pronoun that?
Yeah, it's very, because they're mighty robots who have combined into one Orbots. Just change the R and the O.
It makes my head hurt.
Alright, so...
Yeah, it's an issue.
I will point out that there's very little... Okay, now, what we watched was on Daily Motion. I don't know,
yes.
David, if you had any additional sources.
Well, no, I thought I had maybe, downloaded this at some point in 10 years ago when I found out about this, but I can't find that they exist anywhere because it's been 10 years, even if I burned it off of the CD. Who the fuck knows where it is?
Yeah.
It was, when we planned this episode, it was still on YouTube. Not anymore.
Oh, wow. So, the version that we watched started out, and it's funny because contrast this with Big O, which we watched earlier, which the opening credit sequence explains nothing, except that we have danger.
Well, that's a general difference between American and Japanese animation anyway.
Well, also a general difference between 80s and... I mean, we were talking about Shuki Levy, who I, have been really getting interested in lately, who composed a lot of the best 80s theme music, but by the 90s, X-Men, I think, was pretty much one of the first, if not the first, to have an entirely instrumental opening sequence, which was his too. But the version that we watched started with a narrative opening sequence, but then went to a more traditional, what am I thinking of? I'm losing my words now. but montage.
A thematic song.
A montage, with a
yeah.
theme song.
Action
with a very
stuff.
exciting...
Here's the characters.
I absolutely recommend looking up the theme song.
Oh, yeah.
After you look up the Alf one, maybe it'll get it out of your head.
And that narration is by legendary announcer and voice actor Gary Owens. He was the first. He was the original Space Ghost.
Yeah, he did a lot of comedy stuff.
Laugh-In. He was in a ton of stuff. Died just a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was him. That's
yes,
great.
I mean that is very Gary Owens.
Earth, the 23rd century, a time of robots and aliens, and of destruction and terror. Can the Galactic Patrol, defender of the United Planets, stop the evil computer Umbra? You bet they can. Meet Rob Simmons, the secret inventor of Feisty Ono, Mighty Tor, Versatile Bort, Elusive Boo, Cole, the master of the elements, and Crunch, the metal muncher. Super robots forging together at Rob's command to form Mighty Orbots, champion of the universe.
Go, Mighty Orbots. They're joining together to fight for what's right.
And it's very helpful that it has this opening narration. Again, I'm going to jump around to random other TV shows, but I decided not that long ago to hunt down some kid video on YouTube. And that also, the first episode, there is no pilot, basically. It just drops you mid-narrative and assumes that you picked up from the opening credits what is happening here. And that's the same with Mighty Orbots. This is the first episode, but it is not at all an origin.
No.
So it was useful having Gary Owens explain all this to us.
So that runs us down so we can run down the cast here. And the premise here, it is the 23rd century. Mankind has ventured into the stars, and it's also the headquarters of the Galactic Patrol, which is
that's
because of course it's
the Space Police.
Yeah, I mean, Galactic Patrol is literally what they call it in the Lensman.
Oh, and I know that's big in Japan too, isn't it?
Yep.
Especially at the time, because they had an anime version of it. They did.
Yeah, I think the anime was before this, probably.
Yeah,
somewhere around there.
But still, it was at a point where probably the writers were. I will say, and we'll get to this at the end. There's another sci-fi reference that I'll have to look up and see if it was appropriately timed or just a coincidence.
I looked it up. It is, yes. In fact, that was definitely a reference. That was crazy.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Oh.
We'll get to that.
Okay, I guess I might have missed something. I'll find out later.
So, in fact, the premise is somewhat similar to that of the aforementioned Metal Men. Because we've got Rob Simmons, boy genius inventor, who
of indeterminate age.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to be a teenager-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's teenager-ish in the way that, like, actors playing teenagers are in their 20s.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a teenager in the sense that the main character in 80s action cartoons was a teenager.
Yeah, he's a teenager the way, like, Spike Witwicky is a teenager.
Yes.
Yeah.
But except in this case, he kind of looks like a grown-up Cousin Oliver from the Brady Bunch.
Cousin Oliver, I think, was in Kid Video.
Yes, I believe he was. Robbie Wrist.
Yes.
Does a lot of voice acting now, actually. He was on Robots in Disguise.
Oh,
yes.
Was he?
Oh.
Wow. Maybe I think that came up, and that was what prompted me to look up an episode of Kid Video.
So, this guy, I guess, Rob Simmons, didn't have any friends, so he built himself some.
Yes.
There's the first, Ono, who is like a robot little girl or something.
Yes.
Yeah, but she has more of the personality of a nanny.
Yeah, she's kind of like his tiny mom.
Yeah.
I just want you all to know right now that I'm resisting the urge to start singing the Alf cartoon theme song in the background.
Oh no.
So,
don't do that. Oh no, yeah.
Go
Oh no
on,
is effectively a
so
Pokemon.
down.
Like, a lot of her sentences start with her name.
Yes, but she
Yeah.
can, like, form sentences, most of which are
Yeah.
about nagging the protagonist.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is apparently where her name comes from, as we learn in this episode, is because she's always saying, "Oh no."
Yes. And then we have the Orbots themselves. I mean, I guess she is an Orbot, but
I don't.
she's not, like, one of
kind
the ones that fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's not part of the Combiner, but I guess racially she is an Orbot.
Well, she kind of is, because she has, like, an R2-D2 interlock thingy when they get in the car and combine.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So she's
So
integral somehow.
So as far as our team members who form the Combiner in the large go, we've got Tor, who is the big guy.
They regularly refer to him as Mighty Tor.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like a Ted Baxter, Craig T. Nelson type.
He
Yeah, and
actually
he's-
reminded me a little bit of, was it Robot Man from Doom Patrol? I don't know why.
He's
Yeah.
kind of got the jaw is very
Yeah, the
Robot
face.
Man.
Yeah, he's sort of like, he's very, Sentinel Prime if he didn't have the giant chin.
He seemed vaguely gorilla-like to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And theoretically, I mean, he kind of seems like he's the leader, but it's actually Rob Simmons.
Yeah. Except for Ono and one other robot, all the major characters, the heroes, all their names come from robot, the letters.
Yes. Because we've also,
Oh.
because our next guy
Rob,
is,
even Rob is. The next one is
Yeah.
Bort.
we need more Bort license plates in the gift shop. I repeat, we are out of Bort license plates. And, yeah, Bort is, he's kind of like a weird put-upon old guy.
Yeah.
With a speech impediment that's gotta be a reference to some specific actor that I can't place.
I think he's doing like a Lou Costello impression, like of Abbott and Costello.
Yeah, I can
guess.
see that.
But he's
Except
a tall,
he seems
skinny
like
dude.
he's built like the smart one.
Yes, and he's like the shapeshifter one.
Yes, because they all have superpowers for some reason. Because it's not enough to be robots.
Yes,
They also have to have superpowers.
and then we've also got two ladies, Bo and Boo.
Yeah, and we'll get into it, but they are definitely ladies.
Yeah, they're very much the Transformers G1 fembots design.
And the one is very RC.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
really
I guess she
RC.
predates RC.
Except I will give thumbs up to the
Yes.
Combiner being 2/5 female. Actually, technically half if you count Ono.
Yeah.
So thumbs up there.
Yeah, so you've got Boo, who's kind of like the confident one, and she's got element powers. And you've got Boo, who is the master of illusion. Which
You said Boo twice.
oh, sorry, Bo and Boo. It's confusing.
Bo is the
Yeah.
more orange one who's confident. Boo is the more innocent golden one.
None of them seem very innocent.
Well, later in the
Again.
episode, no.
Yeah, and then the last one is Crunch, which does not come from the letters of robot.
No.
I know, I like that.
Also,
He
I
is
didn't
the fat
realize
guy.
I didn't realize he was like an actual full-fledged member at first because he seems like their dog, like their robot dog.
And he's got a voice that I don't expect. Like, I thought that he would have, like, the Bill Fagerback, oh, hi, guys,
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
voice, but
because he's basically Bulkhead.
He is
like,
very
look like
Bulkhead.
He could be Bulkhead's uncle. He's like sort of a
Yes.
fatter, little sadder version of Bulkhead who's purple.
yeah,
But he sounds like a cartoon dog.
yes. And yeah, we can get into voice actors here. And I guess there are a couple other additional characters. We've got Commander Rondu, who is the head of the Galactic Patrol.
Who's barely in this episode. He's got a mustache.
Is he like a... He's like
Is he
a
an
Vulcan
elf?
or a... I think he might be a Vulcan.
Well, the other character definitely has pointy ears. I didn't notice if he had pointy ears.
He
He
did.
has pointy ears. And he's got like,
Okay, so
he's got
a
like,
space elf.
Spock eyebrows too.
It's definitely that sort of could have stood some explanation kind of thing. Because, randomly
sort of.
he and like a couple other characters who show up are just randomly elf looking. Just, space elves. It's the best kind of elves.
We've also got Dia, who is
Someone.
Commander Rondu's daughter and is also a space elf, and she is also an agent of the Galactic Patrol.
Yes.
And apparently, I guess later in the series, she is like the love interest for Rob Simmons, who we didn't mention has like a He-Man Prince Adam thing going on.
Yeah,
Where he and the robots have secret identities.
Yes.
Why? They're working for the Galactic Patrol. Why don't their superiors know the fuck is... That's a layer of this plot that I don't know why exists.
It's a
Why
layer
the
of
Prince Adam shit?
obfuscation.
It's the 80s. You just had to do it, even when it made no sense, like on He-Man.
Yeah.
Who is this mysterious He-Man? He resembles Prince Adam, but Prince Adam wears pants, so it can't be him.
Accurate, though.
Oh, that can't be Prince Adam. Prince Adam wears a shirt. Confound you. No, it's just, you have to have a secret identity even when it makes no sense. It's just a thing.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll allow it.
And in his case, his secret identity is he wears different clothes and he stops wearing glasses. And I think maybe his hair's a little different.
Yeah, I mean, his secret identity just seems to be himself, but as a jock.
And they are up against the sinister organization Shadow, which may be an acronym, but they don't explain it.
Presumably, Shadow is great. They're
led by a creature called Umbra, which means shadow. So he's Shadow, leader of Shadow.
Their base is called Shadow Star. It's a Dyson sphere that's like this broken, rocky, giant planet thing with a star inside and a wasteland of broken spaceships.
It's like a natural Dyson sphere, and it's a graveyard. It's pretty neat.
And its leader is like a big, weird monster guy with, I think he's just like a head.
It's beautifully animated.
Well, all we see, he's just this giant, sort of like projected glowing ball with 5 eyes and a mouth.
Like a fish mouth?
Yeah, it kind of feels like, although it never happens in the series, it would have been nice if it got more episodes. It kind of feels like he's, the Wizard of Oz. That's not actually him. It's just a projection.
And speaking of recognizing voices, he's voiced by, Bill Martin, who also voices Tor. And it's the exact same voice that he used to play Sam Hain on The Real Ghostbusters.
Oh, I haven't heard Sam Hain in so long. I was just thinking like somebody trying to do Dr. Claw.
It's very Dr. Claw. It's like an off-brand Frank Welker's on vacation. We need somebody to do Dr. Claw.
That's definitely...
surprisingly, no Frank Welker here.
Yeah, surprisingly no Frank Welker. But you do have Transformers and Hanna-Barbera standby Don Messick.
Yes.
Who was Ratchet. He was Scooby-Doo.
He's Papa Smurf.
Papa Smurf. And our hero, Rob Simmons, is Barry Gordon, probably best known as the original Donatello.
Really?
Ah.
Yes.
That's cool.
And let's see, Dia, or possibly Di, is Jennifer Darling, who was Irma on Ninja Turtles.
Yay! Irma.
And Bill Martin was also Broadside on Transformers.
Oh, for the two speaking roles. For his
yes,
two
in
lines.
which he had, I think, entirely different character models.
Yeah. At least it wasn't like Skids, who had 2 different voices for his two lines he got. Also, some of the very few lines Broadside got were in Carnage in C minor, so I don't recommend pursuing any of them.
So anyway, we're introduced to all this. We get our sequence, our intro sequence. We get the intro of who these dudes are and what they do. And then
I would like to say as a brief aside that Japan definitely seemed to have a thing at the time with villains like that. A lot like I forget the name of it, but the creature that the Decepticons were working with in Master Force.
Is that Devil Z?
Yeah, maybe. And the
Devil Zed?
the enemy that they had in the Lensman anime was like that sort of shapeless energy evil mass thing.
Gotcha Man, at least a couple of versions
Speaking
of
of
it.
VHS tapes that I kept.
I thought Gotcha Man had that sort of gender fluid, Batman looking guy.
Yeah, but she was working for somebody else. That was a giant weird face thing in a
Yeah,
display.
often the actual, like the Decepticons in Master Force, often the villains, or like in Gal Gaigar.
Yeah.
How you had the villains who were
exactly
working for this weird energy evil entity.
Or like in She-Ra, where Hordak was working for Horde Prime.
Yeah.
What? I didn't even
But
know.
it was definitely something you saw a lot in anime in the 80s.
So there are a bunch of asteroids attacking a vaguely Enterprise-looking ship.
Very nicely drawn ship.
Oh, and the asteroids look great. This animation is fantastic. And I guess maybe we should talk about the animation director here.
Yes.
David, that's your cue.
Osamu Dezaki comes back!
Light the David signal.
Yes.
Before, he's so good. He started, way back in, he was an animator on Astro Boy and just came up through everything. And, his main thing, he's not as well known as he should be. Of course, part of that could be because he's only been in a few, really notable series, although they are quite good ones like Ashita no Joe and Rose of Versailles, I think. And some other
I'm
things,
looking at his...
but stuff that's hasn't come to America mostly. But he was a steady animation director, and his thing was more trying to make anime as good as you could, as much like an actual film as you could on the shitty budget that a lot of anime could be on. Like he was good at working with every limitation of animation, because a lot of times in the early days it was pretty much just animate panels from a manga. Just have it that static as it was in the manga. But he, depth of field and moving layers and the postcard memory shots, which I think I've explained on a previous episode. Look that up. Maybe we'll link in a video to a thing about Osamu Dezaki. Oh, he's so good.
That was a big thing in Macross, that they used a lot in Macross.
And I'll go over a few of his credits. I mean, he had some American credits. He did this. He did Bionic 6. He did Visionaries.
Yay.
Well, he was a consultant or something.
A consultant. And the most surprising credit here is one from back in the 60s, near I assume the beginning of his career. That 60s Frosty the Snowman special.
What?
With Jimmy Durante.
Wow.
Huh.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, so he's been all over. He was working up until 2000 something or other, directing some movies. He died
2009, and then he died in
2011
of lung cancer. So presumably he was sick before then.
Probably. Well, also, old animators probably smoked a lot.
Yeah, it says he was a notorious chain smoker.
Yeah, that'll do it.
But he's great. Well, a part of the problem is I don't know if he actually. Well, directors mostly they do storyboards and hand off the in-betweens to other people who do the actual animation. And there's a whole level of sakuga, which are, I think it means drawing pictures, but it's basically art of animation. People who look up who animated what scenes. I have no idea where to do that or who did. There's so many wonderfully animated scenes in this. Besides the opening, the Battle of the Asteroids, every action shot in this is gorgeous.
Good.
Oh, yes. So they summon the Orbots from around the globe. Each one is in a different environment. Very much, at least like Voltron or the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it's a Sentai thing, is 5-man team. That's probably where you get the faceless monster boss thing from.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Sentai.
Oh, Sentai.
So they get there, they combine, they smash some asteroids, they separate, smash some more asteroids. It's all beautifully animated.
It looks so good. So, David, does the whole series look this good? Or is this one of those we blew a bunch of money on our first episode things?
It's not that they blew all their money on the first episode, the next few episodes might look not as good, but only not as good to the fact that, like, this entire episode is, like, pretty much wall-to-wall action.
Yeah.
The future episodes might have a little less action at the beginning, because there's a
So
fight
it's
at the
not like
beginning of the fight.
Evangelion, where by the end they're, like, just taking pictures of their storyboards.
No. It's only 13 episodes. They didn't have that much to run out of.
Because they blew their whole animation budget.
No. It doesn't take that much of a dip.
It definitely has that we blew our animation budget on it look to it. It's very pretty.
It does, but it's consistent enough.
So they save this spaceship, and it turns out to belong to the galactic hit rock band Dracos and Drax.
Yes, which is actually just two guys, Dracos and Drax.
Or Dragos and Drax?
I mean, it's a duo. They're the Garfunkel and Oates of space robots. So they get a couple of free tickets to their next show.
There's nothing more 80s than having a rock band get involved. This is like, I saw that and I was like, this is the most 80s thing ever.
And they have some pretty interesting character designs, too.
Yeah, they look really... the Drax is... he's kind of black-coated. He plays a saxophone.
Yeah, this is like the worst rock band ever. There's a guy with a guitar and a guy with a saxophone.
Yes.
Yeah, and no backup band, apparently. But their designs are, like, overly done. The
guy with the guitar,
like
Dracos, is very sort of like Prince / I don't know.
Maybe a little Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
They make me think of, like, their robot versions of mid-bosses from an old side-scrolling fighting game.
And they've also got very obvious bad guy voices, and they are in fact bad guys.
As it turns out, they give away their sinister plot as soon as the good guys are out of earshot.
Yep.
Oh, yes. Well, they're musicians. Of course they're evil.
That's fair.
I mean, they could... it turns out they are more the Misfits than the Holograms.
Yes.
They're Cold Slither.
Yes.
Yes, because...
If you have guest musicians in an episode, they're going to be evil.
Although, surprisingly, this is not a thing where they are... I mean, they do have hypnotic powers, but that's not their main plot.
Yeah.
Their main plot is much stranger.
Yes.
Speaking of things that are strange,
however,
back on Earth,
you could connect it to an Insane Clown Posse song.
Oh, and their music is like, it ranges from like somewhere to jazz to funk.
And it definitely sounds like it was intended. I have to credit the music person from this episode. It sounds very like out of tune in the way that artsy, very artsy stuff will be intentionally sort of unpleasant sounding.
What it really reminds me of is Was-Not-Was's Hello Dad, I'm in Jail.
Well, there you go.
Like, the music from that sounds... And I really love the visual thing where they're playing this weird alien rock music and weird light shapes are coming out of their instruments.
Yes.
And off of them, they turn into glowing purple and gold blobs.
It looks fantastic.
It's so 80s.
Yeah.
It's so
Anyway,
beautiful.
Meanwhile, back on Earth, our boy hero, Rob Simmons, is preparing himself what looks to be a really gigantic hamburger.
It's a Dagwood sandwich that's sort of... Well, Dagwoods are usually a long, like, hoagie.
Right.
This is more hamburger.
Yeah, this is on a hamburger bun.
Well, we do hear between that, we get just a moment of Elf Dad talking to... I don't know if that's the lady.
That's the daughter, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's all,
and they
who
say
is this mysterious Mighty Orbot commander?
Yes, and then they cut to Rob with his Dagwood.
Yes. And,
for comedic effect.
And he's trying to ponder what this sandwich needs, and he decides it's mustard, and he puts it on top of the sandwich?
Yeah, that's not...
Whoever animated this had never eaten a sandwich.
Yeah, that just brings up my thing, like, every once in a while in anime, there's weird things, like, I've seen anime that's set in, like, fictionalized 1930s where they have a hot dog in Brooklyn and there's giant lettuce leaves on it.
Ew!
Yeah, it is. Sometimes Japan just doesn't get food.
Do they have sandwiches in Japan? Is that like not a thing there?
Yes. They have McDonald's and stuff. They should know what, although they've, was it McDonald's or Burger King where they had like an all black burger? Like the bun was
that was
black,
Burger King.
The lettuce was dyed.
Yeah, I think that was Japan. Was that was a tie-in for something? Was it maybe for
maybe it was
Star
Halloween.
Wars? Was like the Darth Vader burger?
Oh, maybe.
I thought it was a Halloween thing.
I think they may have done it for Halloween. Anyway, the point is, I'm sure that turned your poop into like a charcoal briquette.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It definitely did some things to your poop.
Like it just looks like pure evil's coming out of you.
Yes.
Anyway,
sandwich. Oh no.
Yeah, she says, no, you've already had lunch. Do not eat this giant delicious sandwich.
And he says, yes, I already had lunch. This is tomorrow's lunch.
He's just gonna
Carbo load ahead? What?
I mean, you never know when you're gonna get sucked into a robot battle, and you don't have time to have a nosh.
That is entirely fair.
But he then says that if you don't give me that back, I will lobotomize you.
You should not threaten robots with reprogramming. That's cruel.
Yeah, he's threatening her sentience. That was a really weird scene.
Especially over a sandwich.
Yeah. That's
he's waving around a screwdriver and he says it works every time. It's how often do you threaten to wipe the memory of your little sentient robots? What the fuck, dude?
What is wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you?
Anyway, we then cut to the Orbots who are listening to some Dracos and Drax, specifically their big hit "Rock and Rule."
Rock and Rule.
I wonder, is that a reference to that Nelvana production?
Oh, was that before this?
I think that might be like 81.
I don't know. 83.
83. So that's cutting it close.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there are enough references to other weird things in this that I wouldn't be entirely surprised.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the writers were having some fun.
Anyway, and specifically, it is Bo and Boo who are enjoying this, whereas the dudes do not quite get it.
Yeah, and they're, really enjoying it.
Oh yeah, they have got a thing for Dracos and Drax.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's sexy robot dancing and suggestive dancing and suggestive talking about what they want to do to these robots.
Oh yeah, they're so hip, they're triple jointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did he build them to be capable of here?
He built them look like RC, so who knows?
Yeah.
Also, I'm kind of curious, who built Draco and Drax, and if robots are such a unusual thing, then, you'd think it would be a bigger deal that there is this robot musician group.
I mean, I guess it's how, humans still build robots on, the Transformers, but you also have your Cybertronians.
Yeah.
So,
I think there were some robots in the crowd scenes at the concert.
I mean, and nobody's all, whoa, hey, it's a robot. Everybody's all, hey, robots, what's up?
Pay your ticket price and you can come in. Whatever. We do serve robots.
We don't serve their kind here.
There's no Omnic War stuff going on.
So yeah, we cut to the aforementioned Umbra, ruler of Shadow.
Yes.
And we got some evil plotting going on.
Yep, this is where we see the whole Dyson sphere and rock Dyson sphere. And we get a little narration explaining things, which is nice because...
And I think I didn't mention before, this was written by Michael Reeves, who's written a ton of 80s cartoons, including our former Patreon episode, The Collect Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah. Okay, now we know these are definitely intentional references.
Yes,
whenever
that's
possible.
a definite reference to Dyson spheres.
That is a guy who has read his Doc Smith.
Oh yeah, that is a guy who's got a whole shelf of Starlog magazine.
Yeah.
Definitely had a subscription to Omni.
Yes. So I'm declaring Galactic
weird
Patrol
tails.
while a fairly straightforward name to be an intentional reference.
So we cut to Bo and Boo at this concert. They decide that they are going to go invisible and then get backstage.
Yes, Bo talks Boo into using her powers, and Boo is like, I don't know if this is a good idea. And she's like, no, it's great.
Yeah, but robot groupies.
Yes.
Yeah, robot groupies with benefits, they have ulterior motives on their minds.
Oh, yeah, they are...
This
is...
Down to robot?
So they get backstage and they note that because they have the Pepsi-esque logo of the Galactic Patrol on their arms, they might know something about Mighty Orbots.
Apparently they know nothing. Well, I don't mean the girls. I mean everyone else knows nothing about Mighty Orbots. Not the Mighty Orbots. Because as we have established, the name is a singular plural.
Yep. What do you know about Mighty Orbots?
I can't deal with it.
It is weird. I mean, it makes sense, like, the people outside of the Galactic Patrol military wouldn't know who
No, they're not
robots or the singular robots.
They're just Mighty Orbots.
But why are they hiding it from their superiors? That's confusing.
I mean, I think Commander What's-His-Face knows. The Amazing Rando or whatever.
The elf guy?
Yeah, elf guy. But I don't think the girl knows.
Ha.
So, they get hypnotized with this music. And then they go on stage and they perform and their energies combine to form a giant magnetic kaiju made out of purple energy.
Yeah, it's a purple Kremzeek that ate Godzilla, basically.
Yeah.
Magnets, man.
How do they work?
In this show, who knows?
Yeah, this is definitely a, I don't know, Beast Wars level of scientific understanding.
I'm going to say this is worse than Beast Wars. We're going to get to that, and I'm going to be yelling.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, goody.
I may physically transform into Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, Joy, yes. So it's magnetic, whatever music monster thingy. We'll let that slide. Because it's crazy and we want a giant monster fight.
I mean,
Also,
initially I
would
thought...
like to point out that once again, the girls are like super filthy about these musicians.
Yes.
There's no like slut shaming here. There's a full embrace of female sexuality.
No, I kind of appreciate that we don't get, a now do not go backstage with these leather pants wearing musicians.
Yes.
I mean, they do get hypnotized and everything, but they don't...
They don't use that to they don't use that to chastise them.
No.
They don't make a moral judgment about that.
No.
No, there's no judgment. Because, like, when they do wake up later, they say, oh, wow, what happened last night? It's not... It's...
again, like, they're used to going out and partying and waking up and getting blackout drunk.
Yeah, how does a robot get blackout drunk and forget what happened the night before? How do you program that?
I mean,
why do you program
these robots just work on Futurama rules.
Apparently.
I guess.
I can definitely see these girls hanging out with Bender.
Yes. Absolutely.
Well, yeah, I could see them all. Yeah, Bender would kind of fit in with the guys, too.
They're so pervy. It's amazing, and I appreciate it a lot.
So this magnet monster starts sucking up all the metal on Earth to leave it defenseless.
So, Earth, then.
Yeah, I mean, he's just getting the metal that isn't, I guess, tied down.
Yeah, picking up cars and bits of bridges, and the three robot guys who are flying to the concert.
Yes.
For some
Why
reason.
are they made of ferrous metal? Why would you make them from ferrous metal?
I mean, maybe that's how they stick together in Mighty Orbots form with magnets.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, they're not Jeeg. They're not held together with magnets. They click together plastic, probably. Since they never actually made those toys, we'll never know.
We'll never know.
So the concert ends, and these guys peace out, and then admit this has been a shadow production.
Yes.
I like that. Like it's an old TV show's credits.
Oh, yeah, that was a cute line.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and then the elf lady says shadows using rock and roll is nothing sacred. Rock and roll is sacred? What? And there was a line when, like, Tor was flying to the concert, like, he was gonna drag the girls back or something, he says something, and then he follows it up with, he's not gonna take no for an answer.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Bad robot message.
Yes.
Yeah.
A little much.
It was the 80s.
So anyway, she sneaks onto this ship, she turns off the gravity, and she takes down these two villainous rock stars by trapping them in like an energy bubble.
Also, we get no real explanation of who she is and what she's doing there.
Nope.
She's just this elf who is their ally comes along to help. Who is probably the elf who was earlier in the show.
But unfortunately, defeating them does not defeat the magnet monster, so Rob Simmons flies into action. His weird land speeder thing also crashes into this magnet monster.
Well, he crashes intentionally. Everybody else just gets sucked in. Yes. Haha, it's a laugh.
And they figure, cold. Oh, cold stops magnetism. So they Electromagnetism. So they fly this thing into the rings of Saturn.
Now, okay, I would like to point out that they're already fighting. They have already moved the fight to space.
Yes.
So how is space... Oh, how are the rings of Saturn colder than space?
Well, you see, the logic of the show is the rings of Saturn are made of ice.
Okay, here's... Okay,
you know why?
Before Rob
because
starts yelling, or this is what he's going to start yelling about.
Look, all I'm going to say is, around this point, my notes just say, how, in all caps.
Yeah. Okay, Rob says he wants to bring the temperature of this thing down to 500 below zero.
Yeah.
He doesn't say Celsius or Fahrenheit. Okay.
Yeah, just below zero.
The rings of Saturn, I looked up, the rings of Saturn, they vary in temperature depending upon which ring. From minus 160 to minus 200 Celsius, and the lowest I checked, that's 330 Fahrenheit, not 500 below anything.
I mean, the actual numbers are the least of our concerns here. The rings of Saturn are not
colder
because
than
they're ice. They're ice because they're in space and space is cold.
Matter. Yes. But it looks cool. Hey, remember in Animated when Blur was running on the rings of some planet and that looked awesome?
Yeah.
This looks awesome too.
This is true.
I argue about the numbers, but it looks cool.
So yeah, this freezes the monster up. They escape. They combine into Mighty Orbots. And then, the magnet monster gets chucked into a volcano. Is the volcano supposed to be on Saturn?
I mean, I guess. Also, okay. I would like to point
there
out...
There are no volcanoes on Saturn. Saturn doesn't have any landmass. It's a gas giant.
Also, during this, the theme song has started playing again.
Yes.
And I love the theme song. The theme song kind of carries me through. Another part that made me angry. Okay, they show a volcano, like the crater, a planet. Are there any active volcanoes anywhere in the solar system other than Earth?
Yes, there are.
Wait,
Io, one of the moons of Jupiter.
What about Olympus Mons? I forget if that's a dead volcano. I just remember that it's the headquarters of the Neo-Sapiens.
But no, there are active volcanoes on Io. I believe there may be some on Venus. There are certainly none on Saturn. And one of the moons of Saturn may have...
Well, it doesn't look like Saturn. It's a rocky planet. It's clearly not the Saturn. It's something else.
And also it explodes.
Yes! The coloration kind of looks like it's Mars. Because it's the ruddy, sort of reddish that Mars is usually shown, although Mars is actually more gray in reality, because every planet in the solar system is gray, or every moon, because they're dull. But it looks kind of like Mars. They throw the monster in the volcano, it started thrashing around. They take an asteroid, shove it in the volcano, fly away from the planet, it explodes like 3 times.
Yeah.
It looks awesome.
That's not how volcanoes work. It's not like
No.
sticking your thumb in the hose.
Yeah, but it's unclear. Maybe this was a small planetoid that was, but why would a small planetoid be that unstable and have a volcano? Although I guess temperatures in the solar system in this universe vary vastly more than the actual reality. But it looks like Mars fucking explodes to me.
Yeah, the solar system is boned at the end of this.
Yeah. Oops.
Anyway, so we cut back to Earth. All is well. We no longer need to know how magnets work. And the girls are planning to go clubbing again. And this time they're going to go see Disaster Area.
Yes!
And what is Disaster Area from?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yes.
Oh, I did
Yes.
miss a reference. Neat. But that also confused me because they're going to seek Disaster Area. They say on Mars, it's like, you just blew up Mars.
Well, that's the sort of place they'd play, because they are the loudest rock band in the universe.
Yes.
Oh, how did I forgot the name of that band completely. Wow.
Yes.
I need to reread those books. Well, the first.
Yeah, first 3.
Or first 2. 3's okay.
And they decide, we want some good guys to escort us, and they get Bort and Crunch.
Yes, and poor
Yeah,
Tor.
because Tor is showing off because, hey, I'm the big hero torso guy who's colored like Optimus Prime. You want to go out with me? I'm the manly one. No, they take out the fat one and the skinny one.
And then after like a minute or so, they say, okay, you can come too, Tor.
We'll
Yeah,
let
come
you
on.
come.
Come on. We're polyamorous robots. We all combine together.
Yeah.
Come on.
They're all one big open poly relationship.
And that is Mighty Orbots. And I can't believe I didn't make any Tor Johnson jokes.
Maybe too easy.
Time for go to bed.
Oh, before we slide into anything else, Jen, did you look at the Brutes link I showed?
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
No, I didn't get a chance to.
Well, it's 5 minutes. It was basically the preview animation. Like, here's what we want to do for this show. What the fuck do you call it? Pilot? That's
Okay.
I mean, sort of like...
It was the pilot for this. It was called Brutes, Broots. It's still robots, misspelled.
I am Brute.
And they combine into Mega Brute or Mighty Brute or some shit, I forgot. But half of it is scenes from this, but the character designs of all the robots are slightly different and different colors.
Mm-hmm.
So the scenes that are in the pilot, the backgrounds are the same, but everything was reanimated in almost the same way, like how all the robots come up out of like the ice and the ground and volcanoes and shit. They had to reanimate all the robots in that to almost the same, because like their faces were changed in the original. They didn't like have mouths. They had sort of creepy holes where their mouths should be, which is disturbing.
Yeah.
Instead of people mouths. But they reanimated like half the damn thing for the first episode. It's like, wow, that's a lot of extra work. It looks great, but why?
I mean, I was surprised by how close it was. I was expecting something along the lines of like the Doozy Bots,
Oh man, I was totally thinking of
which
Doozy
was
Bots.
for the uninitiated. It was the aborted attempt
SD
to bring
Gundam.
SD Gundam over to the U.S. And that's on
Yeah,
YouTube.
that
That's worth
would've-
looking up.
Yes, after you look up the
Yeah,
Alf
hopefully it's
theme
still
song.
on YouTube, but it's wow, that would have been the first introduction of Gundam to America in the 80s. And oh my god, would that have been weird.
Yes.
This is a much better version of that because it fits American style with it going completely ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I mean
And
this
why
is
did they
very
rename
this is
everything
very
in
much like an
pilot?
80s American cartoon, but it's a really good 80s American cartoon.
Yes, it's an 80s American cartoon animated by a high-end anime Japanese studio with Japanese direction and super detailed mechanical stuff.
And some pretty decent writing.
Yeah. I didn't realize that it had decent writers.
I can't think of any other American cartoon of the era, at least, that was so well animated.
Yeah.
I mean, you had your occasional, like, Call of the Primitives or whatever.
I mean, it's seriously animated
Yeah, you
like
might
the
have
opening
an episode
credits
that's better, but-
of any other show that you look up.
Yes.
You know what, though?
The anime opening is this entire show.
I can only think of one thing that I've seen that had, like, surprisingly good animation, and that was when, like, one of the channels on Pluto TV was showing Starcom, which had surprisingly good animation.
Yeah.
But it wasn't this
Okay, I
good.
guess Starcom was bizarrely good, but no, it was just weird. Like, why are you drawing so well for these little cheap toys that are itty bitty knockoffs of G.I. Joe in space?
Yeah. But yeah, this is impressive.
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely looking. I mean, there is no kind of official release for this, and
It only ever got VHS releases. I think maybe every episode was released, but I'm not even sure about that.
Do you know who, like, the rights ended up with?
I think maybe Warner's.
Fuck, I don't know. Because, like, Mattel was the ones that were going to be making the toys, so whoever they did with it, I don't know. MGM?
Well, it says it was a joint collaboration of TMS Entertainment and Intermedia Entertainment in association with MGM UA Television, which I guess is now owned by Sony.
UA Television did do. I think they were involved with Exo Squad to randomly bring up Exo Squad again.
Oh, yeah, but it's like GoBots is fucking available on DVD, but this isn't. How? I mean, I guess less people know about this because it's only 13 episodes and it's short, and sadly, Dazaki isn't as well known as he should be.
Yeah, it sounds like it didn't really make it
But
into
my
syndication
God,
or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it was only 13 episodes,
Yeah.
which is a shame.
Didn't get picked up by USA.
Well, apparently on Wikipedia it says there was some sort of lawsuit filed by Tonka.
Aha.
What? Oh, for the design.
I mean, this
for the
is
Warbots?
Wikipedia, so take this with a grain of salt. But
Yeah.
it says it was mostly due to a lawsuit between the show's creators and toy maker Tonka, who accused them of basing the cartoon on their GoBots franchise.
Well, but
I mean,
it's fucking Orbot, God Mars. No,
Well, I guess God Mars was made by Bandai. But they did not incorporate God Mars into GoBots.
right.
no. Oh, so what? Oh, but like it's so much later, and like, isn't Tonka now owned by Hasbro?
Yes.
Although that may make it even more confusing.
Yes, Tonka is owned by Hasbro now.
But they never actually made the toy. It's. Fuck, I don't care. Somebody find out who owns the rights or buy the rights.
I mean, nobody else is using this IP, and I don't know if there's a lot of nostalgia here, but I'm sure they could do it for like one of those print-on-demand things.
Yeah.
Yeah, even that I would be happy with.
Yeah.
Although it's been so long, maybe the original negatives are lost or something.
That's possible. Presumably you could get, if you have those VHS copies,
Yeah.
you could do something with it.
Yeah, at least get a cheap there's cheap versions of fucking everything somewhere. I can buy bootlegs of any old Kamen Rider show on eBay. Why can't I find a bootleg of this one? It's shorter. It should be easier to find.
Yeah.
So I think that about wraps things up here for the Mighty Orbots. But however you can find it, it's worth checking out.
Yeah.
If you can find the fucking thing. Good luck.
Yeah,
I mean, we
it's-
found it online through, it's probably not entirely legal, but it's not like there's a legal way to buy it. So
No.
Yeah. And that, like, why isn't it on YouTube? Did someone, who gave them a takedown notice?
I don't. Yeah, when I clicked it, it's like, oh, I think it did say, was it Warner?
I think it was Warner's.
Wait, let me... Okay, so maybe Warner Brothers owns the rights now, but they're not doing anything.
Yeah, that drives me crazy.
But, 3 weeks ago it was up. 3 weeks ago the first episode was online on YouTube. Now it's not. It was there for a decade.
So check Dailymotion. That's where I watched it. That was up last we checked.
Yeah, the quality isn't that great, but...
Although, hey, who knows? Maybe fingers crossed they're taking it down because there is some sort of official release on the way.
That'd be cool.
I mean, that's wishful thinking, but you never know.
Yeah.
People love 80s robots.
Yeah. So, until next time, you can find us all over the internet. We are on Twitter, we are on Tumblr, and we're on Facebook.
And we are hosted by iaconunderground.net, where we currently have a Patreon set up to help us with hosting and equipment and various other expenses. You can check that out at patreon.com/iaconunderground.
And one of your Patreon perks is that for Patreon donors on any level, you get a bonus episode every month. And this month's episode is a discussion of Black Panther.
Yes. So good.
Yes. So enjoy 3 really white people awkwardly talking about Black Panther.
Just a bunch of Everett K. Rosses talking about the Black Panther.
Just jump on in there. It's fine. It'll be fine.
So, and please join us next time when we will be discussing, we will be doing an introduction to Transformers Prime. We, talking about the milieu in which it was introduced, talking about the hub, probably talking about Ernie Hudson.
Yes. Oh, I will talk about Ernie Hudson.
Talking about the Brahma Bull.
He is
I
buff.
love this town.
Don't listen to Lucas. Winston was great.
Winston is great, and the Three Musketeers are great. That episode was full of wrong opinions.
I understand the concerns about being pigeonholed, though. I will allow that.
This is true. But I also love Nougat.
Yes.
So, until next time, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
Oh, I guess being frozen in postcard memory doesn't work in an audio format.
Go, Mighty Orbots, mechanical heroes designed to be real. Orbots.
We now return to Mighty Orbots.
All right. I'm recording, and we are ready to go.
I'm drinking my... I'm not going to say delicious coffee because it's just my free Starbucks beans for the week, and Starbucks burns the shit out of their coffee. But it's definitely coffee. I like to say that coffee is for people who hate themselves, but not quite enough to smoke.
I'm a tea drinker myself.
Yeah, tea's good.
I have some nice tea right now with a little bit of
I
honey.
guess I should have made tea. Oh well. Anyway.
All right.
So yeah, this show... Let's
Go!
do it.
All right.
Go, mighty podcasters!
Hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Mighty Orbots podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
ゴーゴーゴー休むことなく危険な奴らが来る宇宙の暗闇からさあ目を覚ましてくれ正義の使者ガイアゴーゴーまず渦巻く海をゴーゴーゴー氷の壁を突き破る時が来た6つの誓いが今一つの勇気になる